Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Date. In this video, I'll be talking about how to return value based on most recent dates. A lot of time when we connect to data, especially data related to exchange rates like this, we always want to show the recent date. In the last video that I did on how to connect to .asp website, I show you how to connect to this particular website. At the end of this video, we should be able to achieve something like this. I want to be able to achieve a dashboard where I can see all my exchange rate at a glance. I want to know the USD rate as of today. I want to know the pounds rate, the euro rate. I also want to know the yesterday rate so I can do a comparison between today and then yesterday, and I can see the rate difference here. This is also the breakdown of all the currencies and their exchange rate as at now. For you to be able to achieve this interesting dashboard, you need to be able to write some DAX that can actually give you the value based on most recent dates. For example, if I want to show you just something, I just want to see the exchange rate for today without writing the DAX formula. So if I go here and I select a table visual here, then I come here and I select currency by central rate. If you look at this, you will notice that PowerBI is actually summing up everything for me. All the exchange rates over the years, it has been summing it up for me. But this is not what I want. So what most people do most of the time to achieve this, they will actually introduce a slicer and then put date into it. So I'm going to put date into the slicer right now, and I'm going to make it a list slicer. Now look at this list slicer. Let me sort it descending as well so I can see the recent date. Now, if you look at this list slicer, people usually click here. So the last date on the CBN website is Sunday, November 21, right? They also have November 18. Yeah, that's the last date, November 18. I guess this was a mistake from them. So if I click on November 18, actually, which is yesterday, so this is the rate for as of today. This is the rate. Euro as of today is 466.42, while pounds as of today is US dollar is 411.09 and pounds is 554.56. But you don't want to go through the stress of changing this slicer every day. That means tomorrow you still select another slicer. Once you have another date, you still keep on selecting another slicer every time. You don't want to do this. You want to be able to see everything at a glance based on the most recent date. Interesting. Some people even like to create charts with this. Even if I create a chart with this, let me just create this bar chart, this column chart here. So this column chart now, it's showing me the date that I actually selected. But if I remove this date slicer from here, you will notice it will be summing everything up. How will pound sterling be 4 million naira? Is that a rate? No. To solve this problem, you need to write DAX. And writing that DAX is very simple. I'm just going to come here and right click on my exchange rates and click on new measure. Alright, so the measure I'm going to write is a measure that shows me rate as at today. I want to be able to know rate as at today and also rate as at yesterday. So I'll change this measure name to currency rate as at, let me just say currency rate as at today. Right? So this is the measure I want to write. Currency rate as at today. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to declare a variable. Remember, in some of my videos, I've mentioned that you should use variable to increase the efficiency of your writing DAX. So I'm going to use variable to write some measures. The first thing I'm going to do, I will write a variable that will pick the highest date from my table. So I'll declare a variable, and I'll call this variable rate date. Or let me say today's rate today, right? Rate date rate date. Let me just call it rate date, right? So I'm going to write a variable that returns the rate date for me. So what am I writing in this variable? I'm just basically writing calculate. Remember the calculate, which is the powerful function. And I want calculate to pick the maximum date, right? The maximum date. Go to my table, check the maximum date, right? That is what I want to check my exchange rate based on. So I'll put maximum. Remember, the maximum calculation is also good to get the maximum. So I want to know the maximum date. I think I have rate date. So I want to know the maximum rate date. Get me the maximum rate date. So calculate is going to get the maximum rate date for me, right? I would also like to add another filter just in case there is a blank inside the date, inside the price, right? So I also want to remove that just in case there's a blank inside the price. I don't want the blank. I want to return the maximum date when the price, or let me say when the rates column has a value, right? So I'll add another measure and say when exchange rate does not equals to blank. I'm using central rate. So when central rate, right? When my central rate here does not equal, so this is I to write does not equal in DAX, does not equals to blank, right? That is when you should pick the maximum date. Pick the maximum date when the price, when the rate does not equals to blank. Now, this is my variable for the rate date. Okay, so the next variable I'm going to declare is a variable that shows the latest price, or let me say the latest rate, right? So I'm going to declare another variable, and I'm going to call this latest rate, right? Or recent rate. Let me just call this recent rate. All right. So this recent rate, basically, I'm going to write another calculate. And what calculate is doing here, calculate is picking the selected rate. So I'm going to use that beautiful DAX measure called selected value. Selected value. Now, whenever a central rate is selected, central rate, right? Central rate is selected, right? So that's my central rate. Whenever the central rate is selected, then I want you to filter this price by, or this rate by the price date, which is at the top there. So I'll just do my rate date. My rate date, filter this when my rate date is equals to the rate date that I have up there, which is my variable, right? Rate date, which is my variable that I have here. The rate date, which is my variable that I have here. So filter this when it's equals to my rate date. Okay, so technically this is what I want to achieve, and I'm just going to close the bracket for this. Now let's return the variable. So I'll come here and type return, and I will return the recent rate. Once I return the recent rate, I'm going to click enter, and let's see how this works. All right, now to check the formula that I just wrote, now I'm going to bring in another chart, and this chart this time I'm going to bring in currency and the new DAX that I just wrote, which is the currency rate as at today. So let me select this. Now look at this. So can you see this is actually showing me the currency as at today? If I change this to a table visual, so you see that this is returning the currency as at today without using any slicer. Without using a slicer compared to what I have up here, which is showing the accumulation of everything. So anytime you want to return, let me just plug this in another page. So anytime you want to return something like this, you can actually just use the DAX measure that I just showed you now. Just return the most recent date, right? Which is this expression, just to return the most recent date. Another thing I would also like to show, I want to see the previous date. Based on the previous date, maybe the yesterday, I want to see the rate as at yesterday, so I can compare it with today's rate, just like I have it on my dashboard here, right? Just like I have it on my dashboard here. I may also want to create yesterday rate, so I can do comparison to look at the change, right? So the measure is also simple. You're just going to write it exactly the way we write this, exactly the way we write this, right? So I'm going to copy this and use this to write the exchange rate as at yesterday. All right, so I'll paste this formula here and I'll change this to currency rate as at yesterday. So the only thing I'm going to amend in this formula for the currency rate as at yesterday is just my max, right? Remember, in the max I have maximum exchange rate, right, which is give me the max exchange rate. So what I'm just going to do, I'll come here and add -1 to this, -1, just -1. So I want to remove 1, so let me hit enter, -1. So just by adding -1 to this, I'm able to get the rate as at yesterday, right, as at the previous day. So let me also add this to my table so you can see how this looks like. Now look at this. So this is the rate as at yesterday. So as at today, euro is 466. As at yesterday, euro is 465, right? So I can actually do something like that just to actually show my recent date as at today. Thank you so much for this, for watching this video. I'll be releasing another content very soon. See ya.